Good morning, students. I believe I am audible to you. We are going to start the session in a few minutes' time. So, in case you are having a reconnect, so just reconnect and start the program. So, we are going to start in a minute. I'm just requesting the SP sir to join. Meanwhile, bear with us for 2 minutes. So good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning. So good morning, students. It's a great day for all of us because today we are going to have a program, especially by a young, energetic person who has cleared the IPS. Now he is going to share his thoughts and the way to crack around. On behalf of the management, secretary, chairman, trust members, principals, HODs, and directors, and all the members of EG's group of institution, we have great pleasure in welcoming Mr. Jawahar sir, the Superintendent of Police, Nagapattinam district to our program. Sir, welcome you, sir. It's a great honor to host this program to on behalf of the EGSPJ. To start with, I'll just try to introduce Jawahar sir for those people who are known to everyone, but in spite of that, it's my responsibility to tell you all. He is a graduate, an engineer, electrical engineer, and he is a batch of 2016 batch IPS. He started his career as an ASP in Nagarkoil subdivision, post which he was the deputy commissioner of police in Chennai. Currently, he is the superintendent of police Nagapattinam district, and here we present to you Mr. Jawahar IPS, who is going to share you the thoughts how to crack civil service for each and every student who is going to work on civil service. Thank you, sir. It's all yours. Sir, it's you.
Uh, Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Uh, I'm really happy that around 160 students have joined so far. Uh, so it is an basically yeah, awareness session.
So once again, sir, actually it's not 160, sir. Each today we have started the class. So each class comprising 50 people have been projected to an audio.
Okay, right.
So there are around close to 700 to 900 students who are attending, sir.
Okay, right. Nice. That is good to hear. So all of you would have joined with a lot of ambitions and aim to become an officer. First, I'll tell about myself. I graduated from NIT Trichy in 2010. After that, I was working for TPC as an engineer. Then later, I joined IPS. Before joining IPS, I was an engineer. So I can compare the uh, jobs which I had before and currently having. So one thing with the civil services, you have a lot of discretion and space to implement your ideas, and it gives you so much of responsibility that so many people, the entire framework of the country runs on the entire country runs on the framework of civil servant. Every governance, administration, everything um, runs with the help of the civil servants who are all recruited to various exams, be it UPSC or state public service commission exams. So whoever is clearing the exam and becoming the part of the system become the part of the government itself. So every activity, every scheme, be it drafting and implementation, depends basically the idea and the structure. Everything will be you will be playing a vital role in formulating and implementing the policies of the government. Having said that, many of you may not know, but this is really, as I presume that many of you would have just graduated or some might be working. This is a really good career opportunity, and it is like previously there are two phases. Maybe when you see some 10 years ago, there were specific coaching centers. So these coaching centers, they say in Delhi and later it came up in Chennai. So these coaching center, they used to conduct exclusive classes and everything, but the things have changed now. Now what's happening is uh, everything has come online. Whatever you want to study, whatever you want to prepare, it is right there on your phone or computer or desktop. So you actually the exam does not have any like specialized subjects. Apart from your optionals, others are very general topics which you are supposed to know, and which actually tests your how deep your understanding of the issues. And especially there are two parts. One is the static part, second is the current affairs. So static part is the base from which you get to know the history. I mean, when you see history, geography, then comes Indian polity, then comes art and culture. So these things form the static part. Second is the current affairs. So every happening, every current happening has a historical connotation attached to it. So whatever happens now, you have to relate it with the history. History in the sense, not the actual history, what happened in the past. So you need to have a wide knowledge. It is not like a preparing for civil service. It is not like a say short-term 100-meter race. It is like a marathon. Many of you, including me in college, what we would have done uh, when when you have exams, uh, you would have uh, studied for day before, and you would have scored good, even passed the exam with flying colors. Because even I used to do that, but here it is not like that. You have to know everything, most of the things which happens around you with good recent knowledge, and after that, you have to analyze and understand what are the various angles to a issue. So, okay.
இந்த நாளைக்கு 2 பேருக்கு 2 பேர் கொடுத்தாங்க.
Okay.
ஓகே சார், மொத்தம் 16 கேஸ் என்டிஎஃப் சார். 5 கேஸ் ஃபைல் இருக்குது சார். 3 கேஸ் தான் யூஏ சார்.
Okay. So you have to know a lot of things, be it history. It starts from you have to prepare from static. So there is history, geography, economics, polity, art and culture. Then you have to know what you have to read the newspaper. What was advantages for me was I was reading newspaper since my school days. We used to at my home we used to subscribe Hindu newspaper. So I cultivated habit of reading newspaper. I mean, even without any uh, for even not for exam, just used to read. That gave me a lot of uh, knowledge and information, which helped me in writing the exam. So many of you don't know how to start. So I'm just going to give you the brief outline. First, what you have to do, you go and take the NCRT books. NCRT books, mainly from 10th, 11th, and 12th. First, you go see the syllabus for the UPSC Civil Service, and uh, mainly they'll ask questions from NCRT books. So you read from that. There'll be private publications, but NCRT, I believe it is good enough. So they'll ask questions from that. Questions in the sense it won't be a direct type of question. You have to understand. So if there is an event, for example, there is a take a Quit India movement. It happened in 1942. So they won't ask tell me about Quit India movement. Maybe they'll ask. Uh, so analyze the uh, events that led to Quit India. So that time you have to know what all happened in 1942. What all happened with the relation to the World War. World War was going on at that time. So you need to have um read the world history, and you should have to know, read about the um, Indian National Congress history, what happened, how it was evolving, and what are the other forces. For example, there was a Muslim League. Other many factors which led to this Quit India movement. So it is not, as I said, it is not an unlimited dash which you study and present it and pass it. This is like a marathon. You have to read and assimilate, and you have to um, think. You have to form an opinion about a thing on yourself. That is very important. So you you make a schedule every day. So minimum you have to spend at least 2 hours of quality time. There's a difference between spending 8 hours of time on your in front of your book, not focusing, and spending quality 2 hours where you actively read, study, assimilate. So you need to spend quality time. You have to, for that you have to have a nutritious food. That is very important. Many won't say this, but that is very important. Have a nutritious food, do exercise, simple exercises, keep your mind free, make a schedule, study, and make a rotating schedule. One day you are studying history, next geography, polity, economics, art and culture. So make a schedule pattern. So then after studying, I mean, I am very sure that you will not remember anything. That's what how it works. You need to study it again and again. That is the key. That is the secret. That is actually there are three parts in the civil service exam. First is prelims, mains, and interview. Each stage requires different types of preparation. So for prelims, you have to uh, it will be choice based question. So um, you can club prelims preparation with main preparation, because most of the thing what you have prepared in for mains will be asked in prelims as a multiple choice question. So you have to make a schedule, read it, revise it, and try to attempt mock test. These are all very important mock tests. Uh, that is very important when it comes to mains exam, because you won't find time. Because you have to, I think you have to write around 20 questions, each with 200 words. That too within 300, 3 hours of time. So you have to write really fast. What makes you different and what makes you stand out, which gets you the rank, is the practice, writing practice you get. So you practice writing. You do one thing. You after you have studied, don't like wait for till last minute to practice. If you keep studying at the same time, you start writing, write mock test, keep on writing mock test. See that you are, and after writing your mock test, take previous year's question paper and try to answer the questions, and there will be answer keys, and try to match them. Correct yourself. If you correct yourself, then you know what are the points you have missed, what are all you have to cover. So when you are writing a mock test, you will not give it to some other person and get it corrected, but you have to correct yourself with the key. Then you will know where I am missing and what all I can do. Okay, civil service is not very difficult, but it is the hard work you put matters, because there will be so many of you, lakhs of people who want to get into the service just like you. So what differentiate is the level of hard work and preparation you put. Many people I've seen who are all with better knowledge than me, they could not get the service yet. Why? Because maybe of other reasons. This is the reason. Like they didn't practice it. So whatever you might be having in your mind, putting it on paper within a given time, that too concisely, requires lot of practice. You just can't go there on the exam hall and sit and expect all the questions to come to you easily, and you can write on the exam day. That never happens, because many people have already practiced with so many mock tests. So that is the key. Practice and present it at the end. That is the key. So it is that you have to study. You have to study repeatedly. You know the syllabus portions. It is there. It is on the out on the open domain. It is in the internet, and read it, study continuously. You have to spend time every day. You have to spend time. There is no break until you reach your goal. Definitely you'll reach your goal. It is not a big because I was working when I didn't go for any coaching class. I was working as an engineer. It is not a simple task. Also, it is a 500 megawatt, 3 into 500 megawatt power plant. So it was in the commissioning stage. So I was in the commissioning team. So we had to work day and night, but still I made sure that I had some 2 hours every day. I had to some more studies it and study. But if you have more than that, I really liked studying, because it is civil service exam is all about what's happening around you, what's currently what's happening. So it is like journalist knowledge. So about the happenings around you. So it is quite interesting to study also. So you have to spend time, that too every day you have to spend. That is the key. Continuous non-stop marathon. That is what civil service is. Ultimately, you will crack the exam, and you choose your optionals wisely. You go and see the syllabus, also the question paper. I'm electrical engineer, but I chose anthropology as optional. Why? Because electrical engineering, even though I belong to, I study electrical engineering. The syllabus in electrical engineering, optional in civil service, is quite different. That ECE portions also, and so there are many portions which I could not, which didn't come in my a degree, it is like some other degree, EC degree they have included. So it's better. I took anthropology because anthropology is basically what you study in 12th about genetics. So I studied biology in 12th. So this mostly basically this genetics and human evolution, which we studied in 12th standard. So I took up the optional as anthropology. So you also you choose your optional wisely. There are two things. One is that you should be able to cover the optional within the given time, and other thing is it should be interesting to you. Does not interest you, whatever you have put you have put, you may not feel like presenting it on the paper. So you choose your optional well, and as I said before, there is online itself you get all the materials study. You go like don't try to uh, know everything. First, you get your basics right. If you get your basics right, you will basics in the sense understand the fundamentals, what happened in the history and geography, physical features, and Indian physical features. Then polity about constitution, important articles are there. Article 14, 21, 26. So these are all 356. There are so many other. This Indian Constitution is the base on which the country runs. So knowing the Constitution is very important. Every time there will be significant chunk of question asked from Indian Constitution. So you get yourself thorough with the Constitution. Try to answer the do mock test weekly. You can do mock test. So maybe you may not be prepared. You might think, but you will start taking mock test. But you have to revise. Not like take the mock test. You got scored less, and you are not throwing it away. You have to take it and you have to see what all you have gone wrong and try to correct it. Next time you should not do the same mistake. That is the way to go on in the exam. As I told you, you never get this type of independence, discretion at your age apart from the civil service, um, because any other job, because the job which I was before, I whatever beyond the small task I have to do, even basically switching on some equipment, I have to get concurrence from so many people. Here, I when I was ASP, where I just joined. I arrested 2,000 people because that there was teachers protest. So I just joined. At the time, it was 2,000 people, and I was there. So I was interested to arrest 2,000 people when I just newly joined. Then I that time I was because arresting a person is curtailing a person's freedom. It's not a simple thing. So that is the level of power, responsibility. It's not the power. You should not think about the power. If you think about the power, then there is no point. It is about what responsibilities you have, and with responsibility, what changes you are going to bring in the society. That what matters. So that kind of responsibility is given to you, and even the training grooms you a lot, your personality wise, especially in IPS. That it is known for the training, rigorous training. Mm, it is like I many people. Most of them would have studied and just they didn't could not have any could not have done any physical work. But at the end of the training, we had to compete for 16-kilometer running, We all finished half 21-kilometer marathon, and we uh, did 40-kilometer route march with 20-kilo weight and rifles. Then there is commando attachment in the jungle where you have to be on your own. You don't get anything. It is inside the jungle. You have to stay for uh, 1 week. So for 1 week, you have to take all your dry rations and everything. So load it, and so these are all the entire thing changes. Your personality changes in the training itself, and when you sit in a position of responsibility, you understand, you see many things, and you the responsibility changes you as a person. So it is worth putting your time, effort in preparing for the civil service. Apart from that, not only for UPSC, I understand there are so many people. Many won't get, but don't disappointed. Many, I am not discouraging you or anything, but it is the vacancy. If not this time, may get later. But apart from that, there are state civil services, Group 1 services, Group 2 services, where you can they give you they also give you a similar responsibility. If you clear group 1 exam, they will be appointed as deputy collector or DSP, and ultimately will be absorbed into IAS or IPS. uh, so uh, those are also quite important exam. Keep your preparations club, that is because there are many overlapping areas, so you can keep them club. But don't lose your effort. Don't give a break till you reach your goal. Keep trying, keep studying, have discussion groups, and uh, try to improve upon yourself every time you write. Evaluate yourself. Self evaluation is the key to success. It is the best way to success. So I wish you all the best. I have a meeting in a while. So to join that also. I like to spend more time, but um, so I feel really happy to interact with you. And if there is any questions, I can take for around 10 minutes.
So actually, there are a few questions which students have chat around because this being a webinar only, they can share it to me and I can call and take it up. The first question which has come up is you said that the program is done, you undertook the program not in any training institute, but now can you suggest that students should go to training institute or they should take it online? There are
No.
lots of houses in Delhi, right?
Hmm.
Vajiram, Ravi,
Yeah.
Rav Institute. So should we go there or should we take it online?
No, that is I can't actually suggest. I didn't go for any coaching, but what I say is it is there everywhere. Like you can, it is there online. It is not that you need to spend all the money and go there, and then only you can get into it. If you think you, because many people have gone there also, but it is changing now. If you think you have to go there, but it is depends. If somebody wants to go, they can go. But I feel because there they'll tell you, they feed you with the materials and everything. But ultimately, it depends on how much effort you put yourself. That's what matters. It does not make any difference whether you go there or you study yourself. It does not make much difference. That's what I'm saying.
The other question has come from one of the CSC student. Uh, what he's asking is like you said, you have been working in electrical company, core company, and after that you attended the IPS. So how did you manage both job and this one?
I told you, I used to spend 2 hours a day can squeeze out 2 hours a day. That's not a big thing. So morning you can do before you go into a job. Morning, if you wake up early and you'll be fresh. For example, if you wake up at 5 o'clock, 5 to 7, nobody disturbs you. That is the you find that time and you work.
Start early, start work. That's
Yeah,
easy.
yeah.
Another question is from an IT student. What he's asking is, you are talking about the subject, like which subject to be chosen. Like you choose anthropology. Like how should the student select a subject, optional subject, based on the interest, or it's going to be somebody to be guide them, which is easy.
No, no. I told already. It is like see the syllabus and check the availability of materials. Check the question paper previously what they have asked. If you are convinced that you can answer the questions, then you just but you have to work for it a bit. Not everybody will be interested in the same subject. Somebody will be interested in sociology, geography. So whatever you think you can do better, whatever you are interested in, whatever you feel that you can easily uh, learn, you have to read the first, go through the syllabus, then go through the previous year's question paper and the answers and see the materials. So these are all fixed. It's not these have been there since so long. So there's not much change of syllabus. But yeah, that is a little bit work. You have to do it. You have to select it. So you have to go through yourself and you have to select.
So another student has asked a question, like basically, can you tell
So I think there was interruption. I did not get the question. இங்க வரலையா இல்ல அங்க போச்சா?
So voice break ஆகுது sir.
இல்ல இங்க அங்க வருதா?
Okay sir. Okay sir.
உங்களுக்கு கேக்குதா? உங்களுக்கு கேக்குதா? Okay. எலிஜிபிலிட்டி வந்து டிகிரி இருந்தால் போதும். எனி பேச்சுலர்ஸ் டிகிரி இஸ் ஃபைன் and the age is 21. If you have completed 21, you can take the exam. ஓகே. ஒருத்தங்க கேட்குறாங்க புவர் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டு ஐ கேன் ஐ கிளியர்னா நிறைய எக்ஸாம்பிள்ஸ் இருக்கு. நிறைய பேர் வந்து சர்வீஸில் இருக்க நிறைய பேர் வந்து காலேஜ் கிளியர் பண்ணல. நான் ஐ வாஸ் ஆவரேஜ், நாட் ஆவரேஜ், ஒரு டாப்பர் கிடையாது, பட் ஆவரேஜ்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. இட்ஸ் நாட், இது வந்து கொஞ்சம் ஹார்ட் ஒர்க் தான் சிவில் சர்வீஸ் பொறுத்த வரைக்கும். நீங்கள் படித்து புரிஞ்சு என்ன நீங்கள் ப்ரெசென்ட் பண்ணுறீங்கன்ற முக்கியம். காமன் சென்ஸ் இருந்தால் போதும். ஸோ சிவில் சர்வீஸ் வந்து நீங்கள் ரொம்ப டாப்பர், ரொம்ப அறிவாளியாக இருக்கணும். அறிவாளின்னா பேசிக்காக நீங்கள் சென்சிபிளாக யோசிக்கணும், அதுதான் வேணும். ஸோ தட் இஸ் சிவில் சர்வீஸ். அட்மினிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் அதே மாதிரி தான், அதான் உங்களுக்கு தேவை.
So thank you very much, sir. In fact, you have been giving lots of information. I was told that there's another meeting for you. Thank you very much for your opportunity and thank for your time, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.